Hello, notary professionals and loan signing enthusiasts. Welcome back to Abundant Empire Logistics. In today's video, we're diving deep into the essential Texas notary laws, and we have some exciting news for all you loan signers out there about upcoming changes in 2024. Stick around for the bonus content on how the Federal Reserve's interest rate drops could impact your business. Let's get started. First and foremost, let's brush up on the Texas notary laws every professional should know. From identification requirements to document handling, we've got you covered. Segment 1. Understanding Texas Notary Laws. Identification Guidelines. Texas notary laws require proper identification of individuals involved in the notarization process. This includes verifying the identity of the signer through acceptable forms of identification. Are you aware of the specific forms of identification that meet Texas notary requirements? Here are a few examples of specific forms of identification that meet Texas notary requirements. Driver's license. A valid, unexpired driver's license issued by the Texas Department of Public Safety, DPS, is a commonly accepted form of identification for notarization. State-issued identification card. An unexpired state-issued identification card, also issued by the Texas Department of Public Safety, serves as an alternative to a driver's license. Passport. A valid and unexpired U.S. passport is recognized as a reliable form of identification for notarial purposes in Texas. Military ID. Active duty military personnel and veterans can present a valid and unexpired military identification card as an acceptable form of identification. Permanent resident card. For non-U.S. citizens, a valid, unexpired permanent resident card, commonly known as a green card, issued by U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services is recognized. It's important to note that the identification presented must be current, unexpired, and contain a photograph of the individual. Additionally, notaries should ensure that the name on the identification matches the name on the document being notarized. Familiarizing oneself with these acceptable forms of identification helps notaries adhere to Texas notary laws and maintain the integrity of the notarization process. Proper record keeping. Notaries in Texas must maintain accurate and thorough records of notarized documents for each document they notarize. Did you know Texas requires separate entries in the notary journal even in bulk notarizations? If you did not, here is a brief explanation of what that means in simpler terms. If a notary notarizes several documents as part of one transaction or package, each document within that transaction must be recorded separately in the notary journal. This ensures a clear and detailed record of each document notarized, promoting transparency, accuracy, and compliance with Texas notary laws. Simply summarizing the entire transaction as loan signing or a similar general entry is not acceptable. Each document must have its own dedicated entry in the journal. Personal appearance requirements. Texas notary laws mandate that signers must personally appear before the notary during the notarization process. This is to ensure the identity of the signer and the voluntary nature of the transaction. Why is the personal appearance of the signer crucial in Texas notary practices? Well, the personal appearance of the signer is crucial in Texas notary practices for several important reasons. Identity verification. The notary must visually confirm the identity of the signer by comparing their physical appearance to the photo on the presented identification document. This ensures that the person appearing before the notary is the same individual identified in the document to be notarized. Deterrence of fraud. By requiring the signer to appear in person, Texas notary laws aim to deter fraudulent activities. This practice helps prevent situations where someone might attempt to forge a signature or present false identification. Communication and understanding. The personal appearance of the signer allows for direct communication between the notary and the individual seeking notarization. This ensures that the signer understands the document they are signing and can freely express any questions or concerns they may have. Voluntariness of the transaction. The signer's presence confirms that they are willingly and voluntarily entering into the transaction. This is a fundamental aspect of notarial acts, ensuring that individuals are not coerced or forced into signing documents against their will. Oath and acknowledgement. Many notarial acts involve the signer taking an oath or making an acknowledgement in the presence of the notary. The personal appearance ensures that these statements are made directly to the notary, adding an additional layer of reliability to the notarization process. Overall, requiring the personal appearance of the signer in Texas notary practices serves to uphold the integrity of the notarial process, protect against fraud, and ensure that individuals are aware of and willingly participate in the transactions for which they seek notarization. Fee regulations. Notaries are regulated in terms of the fees they can charge for notarial acts in Texas. It's important for notaries to be aware of these regulations to ensure compliance. Do you know the fee regulations for notarial acts in Texas had a recent change? HB 255 amends Tex. Gov. Code Section 406.024 to increase the maximum fees allowed to be charged for most common notarizations from $6 to $10, and the fee for creating a copy of a record or taking 100 words of a deposition is increased from 50 cents to $1. The fee for taking a protest has not changed. The update of the fees retroactively increases the maximum fee an online notary may charge under Tex Gov. Code Section 406.111. Prohibited acts. Texas notary laws explicitly list actions that are prohibited, such as notarizing a document in which the notary has a personal interest. Being aware of these prohibited acts is crucial for ethical notary practices. Can you name some prohibited acts for notaries in Texas? Stay with us to learn more about maintaining ethical standards. These include self-interest transactions. Notaries are prohibited from notarizing documents in which they have a personal interest. This ensures impartiality and prevents conflicts of interest. Notarizing incomplete documents. Notaries must not notarize documents that are incomplete or lack essential information. All required fields and details should be filled in before notarization. Unauthorized practice of law. Notaries cannot provide legal advice or services unless they are also licensed attorneys. Offering legal assistance beyond the scope of notarial duties is strictly prohibited. Notarizing for family members. Notaries should refrain from notarizing documents for immediate family members. Notarizing for close relatives may compromise the notary's impartiality. Remote notarization violations. Violating rules related to remote online notarization, such as failing to properly identify the signer or notarizing without the required technology safeguards, is strictly prohibited. False certification. Notaries must not falsely certify that a signer personally appeared before them or that the document is genuine. Providing inaccurate information undermines the integrity of notarial acts. Notarizing under duress. Notaries are prohibited from notarizing documents if the signer appears to be under duress or coercion. All parties involved should act willingly and without pressure. Being aware of these prohibited acts is crucial for Texas notaries to uphold the ethical standards of their profession. Staying informed and adhering to these guidelines ensures the trustworthiness and reliability of notarial services. Remember, staying informed and compliant with these laws is crucial for your success as a notary in the great state of Texas. Don't leave yet, we've got some exciting changes coming in 2024, and for staying until the end, here's your bonus. The Federal Reserve's impact on loan signing in 2024. Drumroll, please. Breaking news, loan signers. The Federal Reserve has announced plans to drop interest rates not once, not twice, but 6 times in 2024. Let's discuss how this can benefit your business. Increased refinancing opportunities. Boost in mortgage activity. Stimulated real estate market. Potential rise in loan signings. Exciting times are ahead. Prepare to seize the opportunities that these interest rate drops may bring to your notary and loan signing business. That's a wrap for today's video on Texas notary laws and the thrilling changes on the horizon for loan signers in 2024. If you found this information valuable, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our updates. As always, here at Abundant Empire Logistics, we're dedicated to helping you thrive in your notary journey. Stay prosperous, stay informed, and let's have an abundant 2024. Until next time, stay blessed.